Hey, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to another vlog. I'm probably going to try to do these at the end of the weekend because I feel like most things I have to talk about is from the weekend, if that makes sense. I guess it gives me a chance to reflect on the weekend and give you updates. So, what did we do this weekend? Well, it was kind of a chill weekend. School hasn't gotten to the point where I have to use my weekends to do schoolwork because I try my hardest to do things as they come. I'm the type of person, I don't, I know a lot of people try to be this person and some people just procrastinate. I can't do that because I'll be lying in bed and thinking like, oh shoot, what do I have to do next? I don't do that. I try to get stuff out of the way so I can go to bed saying, okay, we got that done. I don't have anything to worry about. That's why I want to do these videos before the school week starts so I don't have to worry about it, because these are weekly vlogs and sometimes we'll have an assignment that I actually have to do in the week. So I figured just get these out of the way. I like to do my stuff early so I don't even have to think about it. I mean, there's points where if there's like one project left in a class and it's not due until like the end of the semester. I had like a project that was due, let's say the end of the semester, like let's say it's due December 11th, and they introduced the project like November 20th. I'd have that project done, maybe like give me like 4 days and I'll have it done, because I don't want to think about it, because I like to reserve the end of the semester for finals and stuff, which I don't want to think about that right now because there's a work party. We usually have our Christmas party from work. I work at MJR. I will talk about this in a future video because I think that's actually a decent thing to talk about. We usually have our Christmas party on like a Wednesday in December. Last year it was the 10th, and that was like the last week. That was our finals week. I am hoping I can somehow get my exams done so I can go to that party, and if I can have an exam early, I'll beg a professor. I'll get on my knees and I'll beg them so I can take it early, because or I wish it was online. Not because, and no, it's not because I want to cheat and look at notes, because we know a lot of people do that. I'll level with you. I've done it before. Or I've looked at, notes, because no one's going to see that. But no, I want it so, I could take it at my house so I don't have to worry about being there in person. So, what did we do this weekend? Well, I made a cake because I'm starting my fitness journey and I want to get this cake out of the way so I don't have no more cravings. I tried something new. Did you know this is like a life hack, and this is like one of those things you see on TikTok where you're like, this seems a little fishy, but then I tried it and I was blown away with how good it worked. You bake your cake, you let it cool like you normally do, and then you take the frosting, you peel back that metal thing, and then you put it in the microwave in increments of like 10 seconds. I kind of, stir around because if it's too runny, it kind of doesn't work. You want it just enough so you can drizzle it on. You warm up the frosting, and then you just drizzle it on the cake, and then you put it in the fridge to let it harden. This did miracles for me because I can't tell you how many times I've made a cake where you frost it and the top of the cake's peeling off. Nobody wants that. So this is a life changer. You don't have to get out the knife, and it takes you like 30 seconds or less. It's ingenious. So I'm gonna keep doing that if I like for my birthday and I make cakes. I think that is genuinely a great idea. What else did I do? I went to the pool. I live at a place that has a pool. It's like below the leasing office, and you just use your key to get into it. Surprisingly, this pool is genuinely almost always empty, and I just so happened to go on a day where it was empty. Thank goodness, because I don't like sharing pools. I'm not like a hoarder, or what's the word? I'm not trying to be like all selfish or anything, and I'm not trying to hog the pool. But genuinely, when you have it to yourself, you enjoy it a lot more. That's just how it is. unless like you know the person you're with. Like I'm the type of person, this sounds awful, like if I was in that pool today and like two people came in to use it, I would have gotten out and left. I know that sounds awful, but I just don't like being around strangers, especially with me looking like a marshmallow. But so we used the pool and it was good. It was actually surprisingly warm because this pool has been notorious for great, now I said I'm gonna be thinking about that one while I'm doing the rest of this video. So there we go again. Okay, I'm not even gonna think about it anymore. So the pool's notorious for being cold, but surprisingly today it was warm, so I'll take that. But it got to the point where the chlorine was getting to me, so it was kind of giving me a headache, so I left. Any other things noticeably to talk about? Not really. Yeah, not really. But it is to the point outside where I don't have to rely on my AC. Like, I have my AC on usually, but it's gotten cooler out. Like, I have it turned off right now. It's 69 in here. Ha ha ha, very funny. No, I have it at 69 and it's pretty suitable. Try to save some money, so that's really all we have for updates. I feel like school's gonna start hitting the fan in a couple weeks, just like we're getting into things. I'm personally not really stressed out about this semester yet. I say that because one of my classes, we don't have any exams. I'm taking Com 495. It's a communication consultation class, and basically they train us so we can help students in the library with their speeches and stuff. So I think that's a good fit for me because I love public speaking. The other one is becoming a media personality. Love talking in front of cameras, in case you haven't noticed already. We have exams, but that one I'm sure we'll be fine. I love it when they put in the syllabus, if you try, you'll get at least a C. I love when they do that. That makes me feel good. The only thing really worrying is just my astronomy courses, and it's odd because I'm not a science major, and this is supposed to be an intro class, so I hope it goes well. So far, so good. I just hate the math. Look, the whole reason I went to CMU was because they had a meteorology program, and the fact that I'm not that anymore really defeats the purpose of being here. However, I do like the atmosphere here better than when I was at OU. So if Mike's watching this, if he's wasting 7 minutes of his life, if you're watching this, I do like CMU. I just wish the parking was free. That's literally the only thing I can think of, because OU's parking was free, and that was nice. That was like $190 that I could have had. But there we go with the ums again. I think this will be a decent semester. I'm also taking communication leadership starting October 20th or something. I haven't had a class that starts that late where it's only like about like, ooh, I hate when I say likes. Man, this is going to be an interesting one. I don't enjoy classes that... I haven't had a class that starts so late. I usually have it from August to December. This is from end of August to like December. So literally less than 2 months. So I feel like things are going to hit the fan with that class. I just hoped I'm not overwhelmed. But here's your update for the week. Lots of stuff to say, even though I feel like there isn't a lot of stuff to talk about. But I digress. I'll see y'all next week.